take a higher level view of Jupyter Notebooks and Colab notebooks so that it's less confusing, because there's a lot of information out there and trying to make sense of it all can be a little bit confusing. So Jupyter Notebooks is an open source library that allows you to run this JSON file called a .ipynb file. And Colab is just Google's server way of running Jupyter. So if you want to run Jupyter Notebook, you do it on your own laptop hard drive, and you run Jupyter. So like I said here, your laptop hard drive, and Jupyter runs the code from your laptop hard drive. When you enter Jupyter, you can navigate to the specific .ipynb file on your laptop's hard drive, and you run it. So there are videos that show you how to do this. But I want to make the distinction between this versus Colab. In Colab, you don't run it on your local machine. You actually use Google's server to run these ipynb files. So here, like I've said here, instead of being in your local laptop hard drive, you can run code from either your Google Drive or from your GitHub repository or from anyone's GitHub repository. So in this case, as you see here, when you do File, Open Notebook, first of all, you go to the Google Colab website. And from there, you say File, Open Notebook. You will get this menu. You can choose Examples, Recent, Google Drive, GitHub, or Upload. If you want to get the ipynb file from your Google Drive, you click on Google Drive. And then you navigate within your Google Drive to find it. If you want to get it from a GitHub repository, click on this GitHub, and then you enter the GitHub URL if you have the specific URL. So here you see an example of entering a specific GitHub repository URL. And from there, you can choose which branch. Master branch is the main branch. Master is not politically correct, so nowadays we call it main. You could be a different branch too, because there could be alternate branches that have different versions. And from here, you choose which ipynb file you want. Besides that, if you don't know the GitHub URL, you can actually type in an organization or username and click this magnifying glass to search it. That's another way to get it from GitHub. Once you are done from Colab, this is from Colab. The Colab way, you're on Google's server, running on Google server, but maybe at the end you want to save it. You can save it into your own Google Drive with File, Save a Copy, and Drive. So here you actually retrieved it from somewhere, either your own GitHub or someone else's GitHub, or some other link that someone gave you. And afterwards, you did some changes and you want to save it. Here's how you save it into your own Google Drive. And here are some more examples just to beat it into your head. Here's another example of getting a GitHub URL. And you have to, once you enter this URL, you have to hit enter, the enter key or the search key. It's not enough to just paste it in here. But after you're done, like I mentioned before, you file, save a copy, and drive. But not only that, you can file, save a copy in GitHub. So now you get a copy in GitHub too. There's two ways to save it in the cloud, either in your Google Drive account or in your GitHub account. But now let's go back. Let's say you don't want to run it on Google Colab. You want to actually run it on your local machine, then you can do that too. File, download ipynb. So right here, download ipynb. then that file is not in the cloud anymore, or not just in the cloud. It's also on your specific laptop hard drive. Once it's on your laptop hard drive, you can run it locally on your laptop. So instead of Colab, you're going to use Jupyter Notebook. So again, Jupyter Notebook, there's a whole procedure to get Jupyter Notebook. You download Anaconda 3, and you have an Anaconda prompt, and you type Jupyter Notebook. And then using relative directories, you can navigate to the place that you have the ipynb file. And then you click on it, and you will have that notebook up on your screen. So that's the other way. So that's just so you understand the difference between running locally on your machine with Jupyter and running in the cloud with Google Colab. Let's see if there's anything else I've missed. So I kind of skipped the top part here. If you do run it locally, then it's kind of dangerous to have it only on your laptop because someone could steal your laptop. Nowadays, people are just stealing laptops. So you want to actually have it somewhere in the cloud. So in that case, you do want to upload to GitHub. So if it's only on your laptop, like I said, it's dangerous. Someone could steal your laptop. You do want to upload to GitHub. And the way to upload to GitHub, there's a couple ways. If it's just a specific ipynb file, then you can upload to your GitHub repository. So in GitHub, here's the way. First of all, you create your GitHub repo, and if you go to, like it says here, upload to GitHub. Top tab's code is right here. Select the branch and location where you'd like to upload your local file. So I chose, here's the main branch. And then from here, main, you can see on the right-hand side of main branch, add file. Add file, underneath there, the drop-down, it says upload file. Then you just browse your hard drive and find your ipynb file and then upload it. Now here's how to download from GitHub to your local machine. Top tab's code, right here again. Navigate to and click on the ipynb file in your GitHub that you want to download. So instead of not just going to the master branch, but also going down to not your local laptop directory, but navigate your GitHub direct folders and to the ipynb file you want. And this time, on the right-hand side, you'll see the word raw. It's covered here, but it says RAW, raw. And instead of left-clicking, you right-click it. And then it'll say save link as. You can't read it too well here, but it says save link as. And then you can save that anywhere on your local hard drive. See, save link as. It's easier to see here. Once it's in your local hard drive, then you run it the same way I mentioned before. It's on your laptop hard drive. Jupyter, you're going to get Jupyter from Anaconda 3 probably. And then Anaconda prompt, you're going to type Jupyter Notebook in there. And then you're going to get a local host. You're going to get a local host. Not this. Local host. It's going to be 888 because that's a lucky number. It's going to be this. Oops. Oh, that is not encouraging. I might have stopped it. Oh, you know what? It's on my other laptop. So I didn't run it yet on this laptop, but trust me, it's going to be on localhost 8888 by default. And if you have more than one Jupyter Notebook, you're going to have a localhost 8889. And you'll see the familiar Jupyter Notebook screen there. Okay, so hopefully I didn't go into very nitty-gritty details because other videos show those nitty-gritty details of this specific. But I took a higher level view to make sense of all the different videos and put it all into perspective with relationship to each other. Okay, hope this video helps.